Hello everyone, Dean on the street, back with my guests Ali Fleck and Mom Kerry Fleckenstein. How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing all right so
Yeah,
far?
we're good.
Okay. Once again, the remarkable healing journey of this family. And as I said on my last show, drugs, heroin, gangs, all of it together, growing up on Long Island as a young adolescent, the trials and tribulations, how difficult, the challenges, and what you went through. It's about you this last segment now, Ali. You're my star that I met at Ace Hardware.
That's right.
Beautiful young lady,
Thank you.
very talented, and I expect you on the show and getting involved with the show with a lot more creative
Definitely.
areas. But it's all yours now. It's about anything that you want to share to the audience about your experience and how you got to this really great point now in your life, and especially starting with Mom, with what I mentioned about the prevalence here,
Right.
and specifically in Suffolk County, Long Island,
Right.
and then maybe leading into it.
So we do know that the opiate and heroin epidemic, and now XANAX, is rampant here. We may have the highest rate of overdose in the state, if not the country. So I have older kids, but Allie's grown up with this. I mean, this is what's on the news. This is what she's had in her family. This is what she's had in her friends. This is what she sees every day. It's why, we've, either had sick family members or lost, or, a lot of different things brought to life. So this is why she wants to be a substance abuse counselor. I mean, she just consistently wants to give back, help other people heal, because, there's a lot of hope out there too, with the right work and the right programs and the right mindset. Again, with the right amount of love. It may have to be tough love. There's healing that can be done, and we can, hopefully begin to make what's so rampant, change. But everybody kind of has to be on board. So it's going to start with the young people. They're the ones doing it. It's going to be the young people who get us out of it.
So obviously, Ali wants to make this a part of her life now, moving
Yeah.
forward. So maybe if you could share about why being a drug counselor, and anything else that you want to share with, based on your experiences and moving forward, that will make a difference in people's lives.
Alright, so basically we came a long way from a lot of things, but mainly, like they said, I grew up with family members who were drug addicts. My whole life I grew up with it, seeing it, everything, and it always gave me a reason to, I always wanted to be a drug counselor from seeing it all, and school's never really been my thing at all. I stopped going for a little while. We lived in Florida for a year and a half, I wouldn't go. I just didn't. When I moved back here, I wouldn't go to school. It's never been my thing. And then I found that I wanted to be a drug counselor. So I learned that I gotta go to school to be a drug counselor, because that's what I want to do, and I want to help people. And basically, when I went to this school, like I was explaining in our last video, I don't go to a normal school. There's a lot of, not gang members, but there's kids that are like that. There's a lot of kids with emotional problems, a lot of kids that just have a lot of problems. And when I went there last year, my first year when I started this school, actually 2 years ago, I think it was, yeah, I became friends with really bad kids, and they were associated with gang members. All of their friends were gang members. They all were drug addicts. I never did anything personally, never, but I became friends with them so that I can get more knowledge of not only having the family members being drug addicts. I wanted to have the extra knowledge of knowing what it was like to see that life, because I've heard about it and I've seen it, but I wasn't living like the life my family members were, so I couldn't see the full experience, and I wanted to be a drug counselor. And some drug counselors don't know the full things, they just become them and can't help kids out that much. So I wanted to be able to not only have the family member knowledge, I wanted to become friends with these kids so that I can see what it was like to be in the gang stuff and see the way they lived, see the way they just saw things. And yeah, it gave me extra knowledge so that when I do become a drug counselor, I could help more kids, down to like the littlest things, like even being the youngest of 5 kids. If someone was the youngest and wanted to become, like wanted to go into drugs because of the youngest and don't feel like the other siblings would ever, just little things like that, like I can relate with a lot of people with little things. Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Allie. Mom, do you want to say anything to add to that?
Well, I think, I just think that that's where the conversation has to start. It's going to start with people like Allie, for the epidemic to get better, who have lived it, seen it, understands it. And I think, a lot of other things have to change. I mean, that gets all political or whatever. But, it can be changed. And if you don't know what to do, I mean, it's hard if that's something that's in your life, if you're the parent of, or, a sibling of. We're certainly open to answering questions because people are afraid to have the conversation.
A lot of people.
They close the door and don't want people to know that there's things that are going on in their family. They think it's shameful, or, there's not enough information out here. Some states are better at getting the information out. It's just one of those things. I mean, it's here, it happens. I'm sure everybody watching this knows somebody. It's not something that's like should be hidden in a corner, because there is help out there. If you can't find it, we can help. It's just that's where the conversation has to be all the time.
I think your message, both of you, of healing journey, it doesn't just apply to what we're here. It doesn't just apply to drugs, alcohol, divorce, whatever you want, whatever the case is. People and families need help for whatever sorts of reasons. And a lot of people hide it in and hold it in, and it's you guys are remarkable people that you're willing to come forward, and I'm hoping these shows make people more comfortable
I think
to come forward, possibly be on my shows, and also to reach out to Kerry and Allie, both of you. If you'll share again how people could get in touch with both of you.
Well, we are both on social media, so we're on Facebook and all of that stuff. I actually own a healing center in St. James called Steeped in Health. And I think that that's the biggest message that we do have. It doesn't have to be death, divorce, drugs. I mean,
could be anything.
Right. It's anything that you're not able to talk about, or you feel like, because I'm telling you, there's nothing out there that other people aren't living too. I mean, that's really the biggest message.
And Kerry and Allie, I would think that maybe some people might find that what someone's dealing with or a family's dealing with, it might be small or might not be a big deal. But to them, it's a crisis.
Right. If it hurts your family,
to them, it's a crisis.
Right. Yeah. It's the end of the world if it hurts your family.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be this big thing. It could be something. But if you're just having strife and whatever it is, I mean, we're a beautiful family, all of us. Allie's dad. I have 5 kids. We are a very healed, beautiful family.
Absolutely.
Now.
Absolutely.
Now we're
so,
all
however
really
that
close.
can happen, you can walk the same path. The details almost don't matter.
Well, listen, we could go on and on. And as you know, you two are by yourselves, individually. I know we've got Sister Mary coming on soon, who's into fitness training, bodybuilding, a whole bit. It's unbelievable. I meet this beautiful young lady at Ace Hardware, and the whole family's now getting involved with the show, and it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
You guys have become my friend. You guys have become. Thank you. You guys have become my friend, and I've also said to you that I've learned that Allie is extremely talented, creative. Any way she wants to get involved with the shows, you're more than welcome. And look forward to staying in touch with you guys.
Thank you.
I can't thank you enough. So
thank you.
as we say goodbye, Allie Fleck and Kerry Fleckenstein. Okay, great people, and we'll be back real soon. Dean on the street. See you another time. Bye now.